Hello everyone, Sharling here. Welcome back. In this video we're going to be taking a quick look at a game by the name of Battlerite. Now I saw this was getting some traction on Steam, it seemed pretty popular and it looked like a lot of fun, so I reached out to the developer and they were nice enough to provide me with a code for the game to check out and to also show you guys on the channel. Now for those of you who don't know what Battlerite is, it is a hero combat game. The combat's very similar to what you'd find in games like Dota, League of Legends or Heroes of the Storm or any other MOBAs that you guys may have played. Except in this game you don't farm lanes, there are no creeps, there are no towers. It's an arena based combat game, so 2 heroes versus 2 heroes or 3 heroes versus 3 heroes, and you just immediately go straight into battle and fight. This is a very skill based game. All of the abilities in the game need to be aimed with the mouse, so if you land something it's because you aimed correctly to land it, but we'll show you all of that once we get into the match itself. Now as I said, there's 2 versus 2, 3 versus 3, you can have private matches, you can play against the AI, there is a training mode as well, and there's a tutorial which basically gives you the rundown of how the game works. Before we get into the training and the actual match itself, I do want to talk a little bit about the amount of content that's in the game at the moment. And I also need to say that this game is currently in early access on Steam, so it is not feature complete. The core game is here as far as I can tell, so they're going to be doing more balancing obviously. But as you can see here, if I click on the hero, I have a number of different heroes to choose from. There are a number of empty slots here at the bottom, so obviously this is going to be expanded. You can filter the heroes by type, so melee heroes, you've got ranged heroes, and you've got support heroes, which are healers and CC types of heroes and things like that. And then of course on the left hand side you get information on all of the heroes' abilities and also what battle rights they have. Now in a MOBA, normally you'll be playing the game, you'll get XP from killing creeps and things like that, and as you level up you'll be getting new passive skills or new abilities and unlocking your ultimates and things like that. Battlerite works slightly differently. Right off the bat you have all of your abilities for all of the characters. The only difference is that when you start round 1, for instance, you'll get to choose one of 3 battle rights for each of these characters. You can see they're all different obviously. So in this section you can see, like for example, if I take evasion, her stealth ability turns her immaterial, which means she won't take any damage. I can choose gunslinger, which reduces the cooldown of my stealth ability by 0.3 seconds per hit. And of course Desperado, which if I land my disabling shot instantly reloads my revolver with 12 ammo. As I said, obviously these abilities are different for all the different characters, but the way it works is you load into round 1, you'll pick one of these battle rights depending on what your playstyle is or what enemies you are up against or what kind of build you want for your team composition, and if you win round 1 you'll get into round 2, at which point you'll pick the next battle right. So as the match progresses your character is going to get more abilities and get more powerful. So there's no leveling system, there's no XP based system in the game, with the exception of leveling up your hero in order to unlock more currency or chests or things like that, which I'm going to talk about in a little bit. So as you can see, if you win all 3 rounds you aren't going to get any of the abilities from round 4 and 5 obviously, but some of the matches are much closer, in which case you will get to use these, and then of course as the round progresses your enemies also get more powerful and become more dangerous. Yeah, so it's a round-based combat system. All of these characters work the same way with different abilities. Each character also has a number of different outfits, as you can see, that you can choose from. You've got your default ones, your rare ones, and of course your epic outfits and things like that. Unfortunately, at the moment, the game, as I said, lacks a lot of content, so there aren't really a lot of customizations to be found in the game at the moment. But certainly they'll be adding more. These outfits, these weapons, there are a lot more different weapon looks. Most of them are just color reskins, so that's a little bit disappointing. So hopefully they are going to add some more customizations that actually change the look of the characters to an extent, and the look of the weapons and things like that. You've got poses as well that you can choose for all the different characters, and then there are a number of different mounts. You can see them on the right hand side here. Also a number of different color reskins. I know there are other mounts available, but I think some of those were rewards for big influencers and things like that, so not everybody's going to be able to gain access to those particular mounts in the game. But I'm sure these are going to be expanded as the game progresses through early access, but it's good to know. Hopefully they will add more of these abilities into the game. Most of these are unlocked via chests. Up here you can see chests. You've got your silver chest, you've got your gold chest. Now the gold chests are bought with in-game gold, so I can click buy more, and you can see here that I can spend 500 in-game gold currency to buy one gold chest, or if you want to spend real money, you can purchase more chests for real money. This game is going to be free to play when it finally launches, so those who purchase early access, as far as I can tell, will get access to all the heroes right off the bat, opposed to having to maybe earn them or buy them. I'm not entirely sure how that system is going to work at release. But anyway, you can earn gold while you play. You earn it relatively slowly from leveling up your heroes and things like that, from winning and losing matches. Eventually when you get 500, you can buy a gold chest, and of course gold chests come with a guarantee of getting at least one epic item and 3 random items. The silver chests are not buyable. This is currently grayed out apparently because they can't be purchased. I don't know if that's only an early access thing or if that's going to be in the full game. But the silver chests are earned by leveling up your heroes. So as you get your heroes to different points, you will earn silver chests. Like if I can show you here, if I click on a hero that I haven't played, you can see here when I mouse over the level, at level 2 I get gold, level 3 I get gold, level 4 I get a chest, level 5 I get what is this called, tokens, and so on and so forth. And then at level 10 you get a champion avatar. Now another way to unlock some of the customizations in the game, you can see here they have a token price next to them, and you earn tokens from leveling up as well. So it does encourage you to play with the various characters in the game in order to do that. But yeah, some of these are quite expensive. The epic outfit is 6,000. I've probably played 10 hours or so in the game. I've only have 1,175, and I have not spent any of these tokens yet in the game. So whether or not this is going to remain the same for final release obviously remains to be seen. The other way that you can earn chests is by doing daily quests. You can see currently I have 3 daily quests at the moment. You can only have 3 at any one time, pretty much like Heroes of the Storm. So if you haven't played for a while and you haven't done them, you know, you're going to be stuck with your 3. But once you do them, each day you'll get another one. So you can stock up to 3 at a time, basically is what I'm saying. So you can see if I play 6 games, I'll get a silver chest. If I play 4 games as a ranged champion, I will get a chest. And if I play 4 games as a champion from the east, I will also get a chest. So I can sort them by, if you mouse over them here, you can see the quests that are applicable to the particular champion is listed under them as well. So that is a thing. Yeah, so you will eventually start getting access to all of these different things. So here we are in the training mode. What is that? A bit of a bug. So if you want to change your hero, you can just select champion over here, and you have a number of different heroes you can choose from. Now the nice thing is you'll notice next to the heroes, you've got the little thumbs up icon. These are beginner friendly heroes, and they are generally easier to play when you're first starting the game. And then you've got the other heroes. So you can choose whichever hero it is that you want to try out. And then of course you can run around. You've got different dummies here, so you can busy test out your damage, that kind of thing. You can test out all your abilities. So your hero immediately starts with all the abilities. You can see them along the bottom of the screen there. You've got your left click, which is your default ability. Obviously this varies from hero to hero. You've got your right click, which is a special ability with obviously a bit more of a cooldown. You've got space, which is kind of an evade or shield or something like that, depending on the hero you're playing. It does vary slightly, but for the most part it's kind of an evade. In this case you've got a Q, which stealths the character. In other heroes you have sort of a counter, so if the hero hits you while you're in the counter state, you'll immediately teleport to them, or you'll reflect damage back or something like that. And then of course this hero's got E, which is a snare and an interrupt. And then of course you can see my health bar at the top here, and below that there's this little orange bar. It's turned yellow now, and that's my ultimate bar. And basically once that is full, you can see the F ability is unlocked. So if I press F, I can start shooting my ultimate. And as you notice, everything I do in the game is aimed manually. So very, very skill based indeed. But the other thing I want to say is though, as you do damage, you can see I'm filling up this ultimate bar, and one of these blocks has turned orange, which means I've got one block of, I believe it's 4 or 5, which means I can also use this ability called Junk Shot for this particular character, which is sort of a shotgun spread which knocks enemies back, when they get too close, especially when those pesky melee characters come running up to you. So I can use that ability, but that's going to slow my progression down in order to get my ultimate ability. The other thing is if you hold shift, you can see here I get a notch under my right click and the Q as well, which basically changes how these abilities work. So it's a different take on that particular ability, but again, it also is going to use one of your ultimate units, which is going to slow your progress to getting your actual ultimate ability as well. So all in all, there are a fair amount of abilities with each of these characters that you are going to have to learn, especially with holding Q and using these. Some of these are very situational, of course. And so the training allows you to use your abilities, test out against different drones, how your damage is and things like that. You can set to infinite energy, so you don't run out of energy. You can have no cooldown, so you can just indefinitely use your abilities. If you are trying to test out stuff, as you saw already, you can select your champion. And Battlerites I spoke about a little bit earlier in the video. But otherwise, you know, you run into arena. At the center of the arena, you're going to have this little ball. You can see as I destroy it, what's going to happen is I'm going to get health and I'm going to get ultimate points towards the bar. And then it's going to refill eventually. Now, you're often going to find that fighting over this health in the center is quite crucial because it gives you a fair amount of health and it can be the deciding factor as to whether or not you lose the match. Also, it's the person who gets the last shot on this. So if I've got it here and somebody else shoots, they'll get the heal. Their team will get the heal at least, and my team won't. Also, you've got these little orbs that spawn here on each map, which give you ultimate points. Not very many, but you know, some. And then you've got these little ones that give you a little bit of health as well. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for the training. Nothing else really I can say here. You get to try out different builds and things like that. Now, I do want to say though, disclaimer to me, I'm no expert at the game, okay? So I'm not great. But what we're going to do, we're going to head into a 2v2 and I'll do my best to comment while we are playing. So you guys can get an idea of how the matches play out. Okay, so you can see here we're loading into a map. You can skip the cinematic. It shows you a bit of the layout of the arena. You can see all the orbs that I was talking about earlier. So let's go ahead and just skip that. You can see now I've loaded in with another player. And while we wait for other players to load in, we can practice using our abilities and things like that. And here you can see I get to choose which of my abilities I want to use. I think I'm going to take stealth because that allows me to turn immaterial for 1 second. So I don't take any damage. So what I can do is I can stealth and I can use my snipe out of stealth, which makes it very difficult for the enemy to avoid those things. You can see who we're up against here. So if I go material here, you can see they don't see me. I can get off some damage there. Let me stun this guy. So I can use my space as well. I can shoot this guy. I can stealth. He doesn't know where I am. He couldn't damage me there because I was in material. I need to move. And you can move out of there. Let me stealth quickly. Let's see if we can finish this guy. Oh, this is bad times. Alright, so we've got one down. Okay, so if I'm stealth now. He doesn't know where I am. And surprise, my ultimate is ready, but he managed to kill me. You also notice that when I died, I dropped this big orb. So if your teammate picks it up, it really fills up the ultimate bar quite significantly. So what this guy should really be trying to do is get it. There we go, he's got his ultimate now. Okay, so we managed to win that round. You can see how you died. There's some info over there. We end up back here with the dummies, and again we get to pick our next Battlerite. So let's see, snipe reduces cooldown, blast, stun. So this is when you do the jump, whether someone's standing next to you, whether they're going to be stunned or not. Stealth haste is nice. It increases your speed while you stealth. So I think I'm going to take that. Let's see if we can focus on the stealth for now. And you can also see what everyone has chosen just before the match starts, then it disappears. So if you do want to know exactly what they have, you're going to have to try and remember. Let's see. Okay, let's get out of here before they come get us. Let's stun him. Just going to interrupt him. Sort this guy out. Stun them. Okay, we got the health. Okay, let's grab this health. There we go. He's invulnerable at the moment. Let's move out the way. Okay, we've silenced him. My ultimate's ready. And as you can see, it does a significant amount of damage. Okay, let's go in here. And okay, one down. Okay, let's grab this. And we've got some health back. Okay, got him. Alright, so now we've won 2 rounds so far. 1 left to go. And then of course it shows you who the MVP of the round is. Basically you can see if you hold tab, different stats here, how much damage you've done, what your protection and Dave with disables and all that kind of thing is. So you can get an idea of how you did in the round. Okay, let's see. I think since we're dealing with stealth and snipe, let's go with snipe deals more damage, which is an offensive skill. You can always tell what type of Battlerite it is by the color of the circle around it. So red is being offensive, green being support-ish, you know, orange being... okay, let's do this. Okay, we missed him. Okay, let's stealth. Okay, I'm gonna focus on this little guy as being annoying. Okay, let me do this. There we go, ultimate ready. Bang, bang, bang. Oh, he was invincible. Okay, no, it's no problem. And stealth. Let's use his ultimate, I think I've interrupted him. And that's it. And he dead. Alright, and then we won the victory for that particular match. There is a ranking system in here as well, so you get points, then you'll go up to the next category. You'll see that in a moment. And then of course here you can get some more information about this. Oh, this is new. If a player has been verbally abusive and refused to participate, then you can actually report them. You can leave the game. You can see it gives us points, and then as you rank up you'll get different grades. Obviously then it'll match you against harder opponents. But then if you get 3 victories also, you'll get 50 gold. So that's another way to earn gold in the game. There is a lot of skill, and I know I've said this numerous times throughout the video already. This is a very, very skill-based game, and I think it's very enjoyable because of that. There's none of this tab targeting in the game. You know, everything has to be manually aimed, which is very rewarding when you manage to pull off those big shots. But otherwise, guys, I think that's pretty much everything I have to say about Battlerite. The game is really, really fun. I do highly recommend it. I think especially if you enjoy the PvP in World of Warcraft, or you enjoy the combat in any kind of MOBA that you played, but you don't feel like having to go through the kill the creeps and buy the items and combine the items, you know. You can definitely take a look at Battlerite. So the matches are pretty quick. You can just load in and have a quick match or two, and then log out and, you know, get back to your duties. So that's been a look at Battlerite, guys. I highly recommend the game. It's really, really good. Also, if you guys want to see more content of this game on the channel, do let me know in the comment section below. If enough of you interested, I'll put up a few more videos of the game, or a few more matches where I'm just talking and things like that, if that is something you want to see. Otherwise, if you have enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe, as it does help out the channel a lot. And if you do want to support the channel in any way, you can just head over into the description section below. There are various ways you can do that. Anyway, guys, that wraps it up. I've been Charling, and I'll see you guys next time.